From the Detroit Free Press, it's Thursday. Here are today's top stories, presented by Bush's Fresh Food Market. Calling all foodies, Bush's is hiring. Are you passionate about food, looking for growth, development, and excellent wages? Come grow with Bush's and apply online at bushes.com/join-our-team. That's Bush's, BUSCHS.com/join-our-team.
It's Dana Afana with the Detroit Free Press. Detroit city officials are under a federal investigation. The FBI is investigating Detroit City Councilmembers Janee Ayers and Scott Benson, and on Wednesday, executed searches of Detroit City Hall and a number of other locations in southeast Michigan. In a vague message to the press, FBI Special Agent Tim Waters told reporters that, quote, "The citizens of Detroit have a right to a city government that is free of corruption," though it's unclear what the investigation is about. Nobody was charged, but several agents were seen carrying containers outside of City Hall and the council members' homes. This investigation comes about a month after federal prosecutors filed a bribery charge against Councilman Andre Spivey, but the FBI spokeswoman, Mara Schneider, said she was not immediately aware whether the investigations are related.
I'm Frank Witzel with the Detroit Free Press. Utility crews worked through the early morning hours to restore power to tens of thousands of Michigan homes and businesses that had lost it during Tuesday night's violent storms. The state's two largest utilities, DTE Energy and Consumers Energy, reported at about 10 p.m. Tuesday more than 120,000 power customers had been affected by the storm. By mid-afternoon Wednesday, that number had dwindled to about 43,000. On top of being powerless, Michiganders in Metro Detroit also face a heat advisory from 1 to 8 p.m. Wednesday. The mercury is expected to rise into the 90s, but with the humidity, it will feel like it's 100 degrees. The city of Detroit opened 4 recreation centers, currently open for food distribution, to serve as cooling centers for residents. Residents and staff are required to wear face masks and observe social distancing. On top of that, Attorney General Dana Nessel launched an online effort to allow residents and business owners with power outages to detail their experiences, including how long the outage had lasted and the financial loss suffered. She said that the utility companies can and must do better.
This is Lily Altavina with the Detroit Free Press. I was diagnosed with Crohn's disease, an autoimmune illness, at age 15. I'm 30 now, and up until the pandemic, I'd managed for several years to keep my illness at bay. COVID put my status as a chronically ill person back on the front burner. While we all stayed inside and wore masks and, for a short time, wiped our groceries with Clorox wipes, I did so with the added fear of my unpredictable and suppressed immune system. I hailed the vaccine as my admission ticket back into the world, and I see the booster shot the same way. The same horror I first felt in March 2020 came rushing back to me late last month as the Delta variant made its way into our lives. I try to comfort myself with the data, that breakthrough cases are rare and many are mild, that the vaccine has still been proven effective in people with Crohn's disease, even in individuals taking the same immunosuppressants as me. I learned that the FDA authorized a booster shot for the immunocompromised a few weeks ago as I prepared to board a plane for the first time since February 2020, with some trepidation, to attend a close friend's wedding in New York. The wedding was gorgeous and the first time I'd seen a group of friends, including my oldest and best friend, in 2 years. I felt a combination of feelings I've come to know well over the past few months: fear and optimism. Then I made my decision to get the booster. To hear how my booster shot went, head to freep.com.
I'm Andrew Hammond for the Free Press Sports Department. Emoni Bates is headed to Memphis. The Yipsy Prep star, who was once committed to Michigan State, will be playing college basketball next season. It just won't be for Michigan State, and it won't be in the state of Michigan. Bates heads to the University of Memphis and adds to what has already been a stellar recruiting class put together by head coach Penny Hardaway. By all indications, the addition of Bates to Memphis means that the Tigers will be ranked as high as top 5 in the nation, and when the preseason polls and magazines come out, they could be a Final Four pick.
For more stories from the Detroit Free Press, be sure to check out freep.com. That's FREEP.com. If you're a fan and want to support our quality local journalism, subscribe. Go to freep.com/special offer.